Liberty Assembly, it's Pastor Patrick here. Good morning. It's great to see you again. We're back today with our daily dose of morning encouragement. And I just wanted to take a couple minutes today to continue in the chapter 4 of the book of Philippians. A couple days ago we talked about rejoicing, and that rejoicing brings peace. Yesterday we looked at what we need to think about and how the things we think about, the things we dwell on, will help us get through the next few days, weeks, and months ahead. That what we think about will cause God's peace to come into our hearts and lives and will cause us to be content. And that's the thing I want to talk about today, is content. That's the word for today. So as we continue in Philippians chapter 4, verses 10 through 13 say this: I rejoiced in the Lord greatly that once again you renewed your care for me. You were, in fact, concerned about me, but lacked the opportunity to show it. What Paul is basically saying here is that he had some needs, and the Philippian church wanted to meet those needs, but didn't have the ability to do so. They didn't have a way to go about doing that. And Paul was thanking them and rejoicing that they were willing. And then he says this: I don't say this out of need, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I am. And so Paul is saying that he's learned the art of contentment no matter where he finds himself. I think this is a great word for today, because what's happening in our world, what's happening in our lives at the moment can be very scary, can be very difficult to handle, and can be very different. But if we're rejoicing in the Lord, and if we're thinking on the good things, then contentment comes, and we can learn to be content in whatever circumstance we find ourselves. Here's what Paul says next: I know both how to have a little and I know how to have a lot. In any and all circumstances, I have learned the secret of being content, whether I'm well-fed or hungry, whether I'm in abundance or in need. Paul's learned the secret of contentment, and maybe you're wondering today what that secret is. Well, the secret is trust in Christ, because in verse 13 he then says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So the secret to contentment is knowing where everything comes from. So I want to encourage you today, because if we know that everything comes from Christ, that God is our provider, that God is the one that brings peace, God is the one that brings resources, God is the one who brings everything to us in just the right time, we can learn to be content with where we are. We can learn to be content with what we have, because we know that God is at work. We know that God is doing amazing things. And we can do all of those things. We can learn the secret of contentment through Christ, who gives us the strength to trust in God. What an amazing thing. Isn't that a wonderful thing to remember today? So as we continue to think about what God is doing, I want you to think about that. I want you to remember that contentment comes, and the secret of contentment comes through strength in Christ, knowing that God provides, knowing that God brings about everything that we need. Now, with that being said, I just want to let you know today, if you find yourself in a position where you're in need today, would you reach out to us? You can email us at home@libertyag.church, or you can call the office at 330-539-0003, and just let us know how we can help. Because here's the thing, just like the Philippians were willing to help Paul, we are willing to help others, and we want you to know that. So if you're in need of encouragement today, would you give us a call? If you're in need of something that we can help provide for you, would you let us know? We want to come bring groceries to the house, if that would help. We could pick up different things for you and bring them by if you're not able to leave your home. But we need to know. So would you reach out to us if you have a need and let us know? Because we have the willingness, we just need to know of the needs. And so we just want to encourage you today that while we're content with where we are, while we know that God provides, we want to let you know that we're here to help meet any need that we can possibly meet on your behalf. So I just want to encourage you with that today. So be praying for you, for yourself, be praying for us as a church, and be praying for your neighbors and your loved ones, because there are needs out there that are tremendous. But God has given us the strength and the ability to be content so that we can love and serve others, to be content because we know where everything comes from and we know in who we can trust. So I just wanted to encourage you with that today. Trust Christ today because he will provide. And if you have a need, please reach out and let us know. Thanks so much for watching this daily dose of morning encouragement. And no matter what time of day you catch this video, I hope it encourages you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. God bless.